Hi everyone, my name is Nikki Windsor and I am the Jungle Goddess. I am a health and nutrition coach, passionate about making culinary and lifestyle medicine central to managing our health. Gut health is my area of specialty, having lived with digestive symptoms for over 35 years. Now, I'm delighted to have been invited to speak about health and well-being during Women Mean Business Week in support of International Women's Day. Now, I've been working in the health and wellness industry for about 10 years. Previously, I had a very successful career in corporate IT, but ill health forced me to reevaluate my direction in life. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease at 15 years old, a debilitating condition that really overshadowed everything in my life from that point forward. Living with bowel disease has been extremely difficult, as I would imagine living with any chronic condition is. So chronic is really, it's when those days pass into weeks and then years, and you have to adapt and work your life around the symptoms. In effect, you normalise being sick. Now, I could go to the bathroom 20 plus times a day. So I quickly learned where all of the toilets were. I even went to hypnotherapy sessions to help calm the anxiety I would experience whenever I was in a new place. And when the anxiety escalated, it would cause me to hyperventilate and really come close to panic attacks. And I lived with this every time that I wasn't near a toilet. I carried toilet paper with me all of the time, Vaseline, a little bit of room spray. But early on, I vowed that Crohn's disease would not rule my life, but Crohn's disease has always influenced my choices. I just pushed myself outside of my comfort zone and dealt with the consequences. The constant pain, the fatigue, the embarrassment, anxiety, and the fat face that the steroids gave me. You know, I accepted the risks of the many different medications because they were the only option that I was aware of at the time. In 2007, stress from my job escalated the symptoms to a point where I could barely function. And I was really forced into reconsidering my options. So I decided to take a career break and travel. And this was a decision that led me to an 11-year immersion in the jungle of Costa Rica. Now, I lived carefree for a few years, working around the symptoms as best as I could, but without any medical support. And, you know, I got really sick again. I didn't want to leave, so my only other option was to turn to the aspects of my life that were within my control. So that was my diet and my lifestyle. So I normalised my symptoms and I worked around them for years. And I see that so many people with health challenges do this. Now, it's not just the more serious diseases that this happens with. You know, it's common with many normal conditions, and a lot of these can be influenced by diet and lifestyle. You know, lots of digestive issues such as indigestion, heartburn, acid reflux, diarrhoea, constipation and bloating. But also like poor skin health, fatigue, brain fog, low energy levels, or those energy levels that are like high 1 minute and low the next. Sleep issues and tiredness. However, most people try to mask the symptoms instead of treating the root cause. Now, drinking 2 cups of coffee in the morning in order to function is not normal, nor is taking melatonin to help you sleep. So really instead you need to be thinking about why you are not getting a restful night's sleep and what's causing you to feel so tired and so in need of coffee in the morning to get going. Now, did you eat late? Did you drink too much? Did you work late and you were still really hyped and stressed when you went to bed? Do you actually try to wind down for at least 30 minutes before you go to sleep? Now, caffeine caffeine in coffee and like a lot of energy drinks, people use these as a pick-me-up. Well, if you're drinking one of those in the afternoon to pick you up after lunch, that caffeine is likely still in your system by the time you go to bed. So it can be affecting your sleep. Think about how many times do you get a headache and reach for headache tablets when really the underlying cause is because you're thirsty. And taking antacids to relieve indigestion and heartburn affect your stomach's ability to function properly. It is meant to be acidic because that is what helps initiate a lot of the digestion in the stomach, the breaking down of the food, and it kills off bad bacteria. So you're better off figuring out what's causing your indigestion and adjusting your diet and your behaviours so that you don't need to go and buy that packet of Tums. Imodium, laxatives, they're meant for occasional diarrhoea and constipation, not to manage your bowel function on a day-to-day basis. What you eat directly affects how your bowel functions. So why not figure out what changes you can make that will fix the symptoms? So masking your symptoms with medication is like covering a mouldy damp patch on the wall with fresh paint. The mould is still there. You just can't see it. But eventually it will show through no matter how many coats of paint you apply. Now, a health crisis is not a place that I recommend. Don't wait until your body forces you to address the root cause, because I can pretty much guarantee that it will come at the most inconvenient time ever. And as the saying goes, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for illness. So stop normalising health problems and shift your mindset to determine the root cause instead of masking symptoms. Now, so many illnesses and diseases can be treated or definitely influenced by your diet. So value your health and start by making small changes today and create healthy habits that really will last. So, you can increase your diversity, especially in plant-based foods. Fruits, vegetables, legumes, include lots of colours, but mix it up. Lots and lots of different types of food are much better than eating the same thing over and over again. Eat less refined carbs. So that's your white bread, your white rice, anything made with white flour. So your pastries, your cakes, your biscuits. And increase the amount of healthy fats. Healthy fats are really good, your omega-3s. So omega-3s are in fatty fish or in a lot of seeds, so flaxseed or linseed, chia. Create time for yourself in the day. How about creating a morning routine or an evening routine? Evening routines are really important to wind down before going to bed, because our days are super busy and there are lots going on, and if you don't give yourself time to clear that, then it just will affect your quality of sleep. Things like meditation, breathing exercises and yoga really help. So do something that relaxes your mind, that helps with your stress, and it helps to promote better sleep. Exercise is really important. It helps with energy management, it helps sleep, it helps your mobility, and it can improve your mood, as can getting out in nature and indulging in your passion. You know, do spend time doing things that you love, and just stop normalising poor health and prioritise time for self-care. So think about deciding that, you know, make the decision that you want to feel the best that you can feel, enjoy life to the full, and do whatever it takes to achieve that. I'll leave you there. Just take care, everyone, and stay healthy.